Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Briget Boyle, and welcome to your weekly vocal vitamin, Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. I'm here every Monday. So welcome. Happy new week. Where are you tuning in from? Let me know in the comments. Your name, let me know where you're tuning in from, and also if you have any questions, you can feel free to put them in the chat as we're going. So, I had a long, exciting weekend with Kitka. We did a couple of concerts and lots of driving. So feeling it today. Feeling a little bit like my energy's been spent, but I'm excited to sing this morning. Hey, Travis from New York and Josiah from Washington and Annie from Palo Alto. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm excited to find some energy through this warm up this morning and hope that you find some as well. We can go ahead and just get started. And yeah, here we go. So just take a nice deep breath in to center yourself in the space and in the moment. Let's do 2 more big breaths. Awesome. At the bottom of that breath, go ahead and bring your chin toward your chest. Opening up the back of the neck. You can sway back and forth a little bit, whatever feels good in your neck. And then you can take your ear over your shoulder, either to the left or right. Whatever works for you. And then going in the other direction. Oh my, that feels really nice today. Great, and then we're going to take our rib cage forward and around and back, opening up the middle of the body, the torso, and then going the other direction. Maybe start humming. Good. And let's do a little face massage today. So bringing the hands to the top of the nose, you can come out from the ridge of the nose, out over the cheekbones. And if you have any allergies or anything, you can do some tapping, and that can help clear the sinuses. And then if you come down along the side of the face, you don't have to press too hard, but that nice jaw area can be very, very useful. And then maybe across the forehead, kind of spreading out the skin of the forehead. Awesome. And then go ahead and stretch your tongue out. And then up toward your nose. And then roll your tongue on the inside of your mouth. And then we're going to start humming and chewing and kind of going all over your range. So just kind of experiment, see where your voice calls you to. And then start to like scrunch your face up a little bit as you're humming. And then we're going to open. And then yawn. Really feeling that opening in the back of the throat. And a little chest pounding to wake up the energy in the body. And then take the patting down the arms. And then go ahead and do a little fist into your lower back and maybe the top of your hips. Good. Awesome. And let's just take 2 more breaths in just to kind of, actually, let's do a little counted breath. So we'll do an inhale for 4 beats, hold for 4 beats, and then exhale for 4 beats. And we'll do that a couple of times. So I'll give you 4 for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Great. Now blow the rest of your air out. And then relax your belly. See how the air just comes in low. Blow it out again. And relax. And 1 more time. Blow out. Relax. Awesome. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and do some glissandos. So we'll go through the vowels. We'll start on ah. Good. A. E. O. Ooh. And then you can land this one as you go on. Ooh. Beautiful. So now we're just going to start on this single note on a just to kind of get that vibration going, bringing the sound to the front of the lips to really feel the vibration in the front of the lips. Hey, Paul from New York, so glad you're here. So we'll start here. If you're having any trouble feeling the vibration in the front of your lips, think about bringing the sound up into your nose, up into the sinuses, right here. And then it kind of like comes down and ends up in your lips. And today, let's pay a little bit of attention to the lift in the throat. Do you feel like your voice is kind of like down like this, or are you feeling any lift? Just kind of pay attention to that. That's good, Annie, that it tickles your lips. Connect with your breath. Good. Now go ahead and do a nice glissando on an ah. Ah. So that nice resonant sound just kind of wakes up the vocal cords and starts to initiate them so that tickles your nose. I know, me too. I'm like, ah. itchy, itchy. It's such a strange feeling, but that bringing that vibration up there like that helps to warm up the cords and get us rolling. So let's go ahead and do some horse lips here. And if you have trouble doing horse lips, there's a few options that I'm going to offer you. You can put your fingers in your cheeks to initiate your lips like that. You could also just do an ah or an sound, or if you are better at, like I have a student who's better at rolling her R's than doing horse lips. So if that is an option for you, any of those are possible. There's also the option of doing both the horse lips and the R at the same time, which is super fun to play around with if you're comfortable with both the R and the horse lips, like my tongue and my lips are rolling. So I don't know. It took me a really while to actually figure out how to do that one. I had to really relax. And that's part of the key here is where there's like it's about relaxing can sometimes help with making the horse lips happen. So we're just gonna go through this. Here we go. You can really slide between the notes now. I just got really spitty. Excuse me. Beautiful. Now just take a nice glissando. And start to notice if your voice is feeling better and more warmed up and more alive. Usually right after the horse lips, I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm awake and I'm starting to feel some energy there, and it feels super nice. So we're just gonna go and let's see if I have a thingy here. Yeah, I do. So we're gonna go and I'm gonna change the vowels along the way. But what we're thinking about here is bringing that sound right up to the front of the face, that nice forward resonance, using the breath to get through the entire thing. Hey, Eve, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, using the breath to initiate the sound. And then one thing I want you to really pay attention to is this first interval, this whole step. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but there's something about the whole step that's like a little, that for me and for a lot of students that I have, it tends to be a little bit tricky to get that note in tune. So let's do the slow once, just to really feel what it's like to sing this scale in tune. So here we go. Let's do that one more time on an ah. Great, now I'll put it together. Thinking about the lift. I said I was going to change the vowel, so let's go A. Let's just stick with ah, actually. Couple more. Last one. Beautiful. Let's take a nice glissando. Let's see how that feels. Check in with yourself. And now we're gonna go down using saw. I got this exercise from the wonderful Dr. Dan, who's amazing. He's got these really cool videos on YouTube. He's a vocal coach and vocal online course maker and stuff, and he's really scientific about oh my gosh, about the voice. Clearly I used up all of my linguistic skills over the last couple days. And yeah, just the way he approaches the voice is really interesting to me and really helpful. I find for me, I like to kind of look at a lot of different kinds of vocal coaches and just kind of see what different people are saying about stuff, because it always helps me like have more information to pull from for my own voice and for my students. So Dr. Dan, check him out on YouTube. Actually, let's start here. The purpose of this exercise is to be able to go down and go from, oh, you were just watching Dr. Dan today. Awesome. I'm so glad, Annie. Yeah, glad that you know about him. He's amazing. The purpose of this one is to be able to go from your head voice or your falsetto through your break and down into your chest voice. So hopefully that's helpful. And what I like to think about as we're going down, and we're going to go sa, sa. So it's 5, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is to like think about having a nice lift and kind of imagining that as we're going down the sound, you really want the sound to kind of stay in the same placement. And so we're looking for that nice forward placement, lifted in the throat. And as the transition into your chest voice happens, how can you place your voice so that you don't, so that we can smooth out the break. So those are the things to think about. And also the breath. Sa, sa. Sa, 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 sa. Go ahead and check in with your neck. Sa, sa. We want to stay as relaxed as possible. Sa, sa. Relaxed but also lifted. Sa, sa. Sa, sa. Sa, 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 sa. Sa, sa. I think I might have one more today. Sa, sa. I'm going to push myself. Sa, sa. Wow, that was a B, y'all. That's hilarious. Thank you all for going with me. I know that was quite low for anybody who was like, I can't do that. It's really much lower than, than I normally go. And I think what that is from is actually from singing a lot over the weekend. Yeah, B for B, that's right. Like I sang so much over the weekend with Kitka that I think my vocal cords are just like, and I was singing like really high and super low. And I think they're just kind of like, whoa, okay. So they're able to do things. And also when I'm really tired, my low range kind of like opens up and is really present. Okay. I know a couple weeks ago I did this new warm up and I'm not quite ready to bring it back yet because I haven't had a chance to get the information that I need. So I'll bring it back next week because I have a little more time on my hands this week. But so we're going to go into some Bulgarian warm-ups. For anybody who's new here or unfamiliar with me and my work, I've been singing music from Eastern Europe since I was in my early 20s. And I've been singing with Kitka since 2004 and with True Life Trio. And we've studied with people from all over Eastern Europe. And I have a particular fascination with Bulgarian singing and especially the choral traditions and how they use pieces of songs to warm up the voice. And I think it's just a really, I'm kind of, as we just did with Kitka this past weekend, worked with Svetanka Vadimezova, who's our longtime Bulgarian mentor, who's the person who taught me this warm up we're going to be singing. Yeah, the Signo Hodinedo, exactly. That's the one I need to do a little bit more research on. I realized I kind of put the cart in front of the horse when I put it up there, and I felt kind of like, oh gosh, that was very irresponsible of me. So I want to just do a little bit more research on it, find out the exact translation and make sure I have the words right and do all the things. So we'll bring it back next week. But anyways, Svetanka, it was so cool to work with her this weekend because there were so many things about how these warm-ups work that felt like, oh, I get why we do this. It's not just about breath or even like tuning or whatever. There's so many ways, like there's like a harmonic understanding and being able to like hold a drone like or hold your pitch when you have a soloist happening. Like there's just so many reasons why these are so good. And anyways, and Svetanka, she's such an incredible teacher and vocalist. It was really, I feel very inspired by her work. Nicola. Okay, so we'll start here. This one's in 11. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm just gonna kind of go through it. You can catch whichever parts. I'm gonna start by just singing the melody for 3, and then I'll go and I'll do the other parts as well. Okay. Nicola di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. Nicola di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. Nicola di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. Beautiful. So now the middle part is just a drone. Nicola o di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. And then the bottom part goes like this. Drone on the first half and then the little bottom line. Nicola o di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. I'll do that one more time. I'll do just the last half. Pogori o di Pita. Okay. So sing whichever part you want. I'll do the melody, and I might, maybe what I'll do is I'll do the melody in this key, and then in the next key I'll do the middle part, and in the next key I'll do the bottom part, so you can harmonize with me. Nicola o di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. 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 Last one. Nicola o di Pogori, Pogori o di Pita. Awesome. Cool, you guys. Thanks so much for being here today. It's such an honor that you come and sing with me. It really does warm my sweet little heart. And I wanted to let you know that I have some exciting stuff happening. I'm making a new album. It's of my own music. It's all in English. It's all original songs. It's called Heartbreak Residue. And I am starting to raise funds for it. I'm about 20% of the way toward my goal. And all the money is going to go toward the recording expenses, promotional expenses, some administrative support, because I'm going to be working really hard on this album, and I really want to get it in the hands of the right people, because I feel like this music is really going to be useful in the world. So if you're interested in supporting the new album, you can do so at my crowdfunding page on my website, which is cool because I host my website through Bandzoogle and they don't take any fees. So it's a really nice, very musician-centered web platform. So go check it out. And if you have questions about it or anything, let me know. I also wanted to let you know I teach privately. I teach on Zoom. I teach in person in Berkeley if you're around. And if you're interested in booking a lesson with me, you can do that on my website, brigetboyle.com. I'm here every Monday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. this is one of the biggest blessings of my life, and I'm so very grateful that you all show up and sing with me every Monday. And I'm so grateful for your ongoing support and love. And keep on singing. And True Life Trio in Berkeley next week if you're in Berkeley. Okay, we're at the back room in Berkeley. So much love to you, and take good care of yourself.